Yo, what up, what up? From HYPEBEAST Radio, I'm Manny, and this is My Crypn, a show that looks to discover the origin story of your favorite artist or major player in the music industry. We ask the questions that you have always wanted to get answered, and you never know who may pop by. Don't forget, we migrated into separate shows on HYPEBEAST Radio, so you have to individually subscribe to the shows you want to listen to. Search and subscribe to HBR Show, Business of Hype, and My Crypn, or wherever you get your podcasts on. Do it now so you don't miss any episodes. Okay, let's get into this week's episode. For this episode of My Crypn, we talked to Blueface about transitioning from football player to rapper, the power of the internet, and a ton more. Welcome to My Crypn. Today's episode, we have a young legend from the West Coast. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Blueface, baby. Yeah, right.
Nice. So, as a person from the East Coast, I think I first noticed your music popping up, I want to say through Instagram. And I just saw first I saw the dance, but I saw some records that my boy out in West Coast was on. He was like, look, these are the artists you need to bump with. Blueface, crazy. Rookie, crazy. And this is this is before, this is like around the time when Greedo started making noise too.
Yeah.
It was just very much, I just saw little hit pieces here and there, but then by I want to say when did Bleeded come out?
Probably like last month, maybe.
I want to say
not that long, couple weeks.
2 months ago, then a month before that. That's when I was just like, oh, this is undeniable.
Yeah, you saw it.
This is.
Hey, well, whoever told you can see the future. Shout out to him.
Yo, and so it's turned into, at first, when you're always apprehensive when you start seeing things on social, because you're just like, I wonder how real this is, because social sometimes can be just for show. But then once the people start telling it and you start seeing it without even looking for it, that's when to me is an indicator. So I guess I want to start with the beginning, because I know you was doing sports, and then you kind of just happened to start rapping because of TC.
Yeah, well, not because of him, but because of him.
When is your earliest memory of when you started making music?
Let me explain this.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
TC was he was the reason I was in the studio, but not really the reason necessarily why I was rapping at all. Because initially I just went there to take his charger piece back from some shit we had already went and did, and he forgot something in my car, so he invited me to give him that back. So then they was in the studio at the time, and then at the time I even asked him, I'm like, let me you feel me, let me try, let me get in there. He kind of brushed me off like, nah, we get on something next time, wham. And then when everybody was done rapping, the engineer was like, who next? So who next? Shit. Don't ask me who next. I'm next. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was because of him, but in a way he introduced me. So shout out to TC for that.
When, I guess, before that, were you, because usually I think everybody raps with their boys, or when you just, kicking it with the homies, drinking, smoking, you spit something. Was this something that you was doing before?
Never. I was football was my whole life, from Pop Warner, high school, college. That was really what I was into and what I was pursuing. This rap shit just kind of like destiny. Kind of happened on accident, but it's seemed like it was meant to be. Yeah,
because it definitely is. Because I guess what makes me look and emphasize destiny is that when the engineer said who's next, which is just something like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I had already asked TC himself, let me, but he kind of swept it next time we could work, try something out, whatever. Yeah. But then the time, you feel me, even that, you feel me, that's why I feel like it was destiny. Because even after him saying that, it still fell into place. Who next?
Yeah.
And shit, I tell you, I seek the opportunity. Yeah. I've view myself as an opportunist. I always take every opportunity that was put in front of me. So the door was open. I kicked that bitch down.
Nice. And then what made you, I guess, take it seriously? When did, I guess, sports took the backseat to music?
Well, sports took a backseat once I came back. Once I left college, I came back, tried it out for a little bit, JUCO and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to be JUCO, supporting yourself. Got enough stuff, everything that you need, stuff like that. So once that got too much to bear, then I was fuck it. I just got involved heavily in the streets, started doing whole bunch of other shit. And I still wasn't doing music. It was like probably like from when I left college, it was probably like a year of bullshit before I just found music pretty much.
Yeah, and I guess this was like, was it TC went back to college, then the year?
No, it was I was in college, dropped out, came back, I'm involved now, I'm fucking around. There's time going on. TC is from where I'm from, so cross paths. Went to a couple of shows. I still wasn't thinking about rapping. Even after the show, I was just like, this shit's cool. Like, you know, so it's a cool vibe, and we turning up. It was regular turn up. I'm still not thinking I want to try to rap. It wasn't until I heard myself on the mic that I started taking it serious. From that day on, from that day, I said, no offense to TC, but I'm like, fuck this. You feel me? I just went over here and built my own foundation, literally from the ground up.
Yeah, I definitely want to pause on music and talk about JUCO because that's super interesting to me because I have friends who went through that hustle.
Yeah, it's a real life hustle.
It really is because like you're like all bets, all money on the table.
Exactly, that's really what it is.
And so your schedule, like he used to tell me his schedule. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm up by 5, and I'm like, it's a set thing. Like up, you know, you get ready, practice, school, study hall, practice, school, study hall, and then whatever work you got to put in." I guess football was just something you like.
Yeah,
always
that was something that you got to be motivated to go on that schedule just by choice. You know, that's once high school is done, you're free to do whatever you want. So that JUCO schedules, and it's not even like it's university. You kind of like doing it to get there, but sometimes, a lot of the times, half of these guys they be doing it for nothing, but they don't know they doing it for nothing at the time because they motivated. Yeah. So I guess. I don't know. Maybe I just lost the motivation.
What was your dream college if you were like?
Dream college, probably UCLA.
Oh snap!
Something like that. Hell yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So you're back in the West Coast. You're like, all right, I'm gonna do this foundation myself. What was the song? I guess the first song you were just like, oh, this is the Blueface song.
See, once I left the studio from TC. I went over and I was experimenting really because, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what the hell I was getting myself into. I ain't know nothing. So I'm going to these high-end studios. They charging me an arm and a leg. I'm taking beats off YouTube. Like, I was real motivated. Like, I was like I literally fell in love with it. So, like, I was going to do whatever it took. I invested my time. I invested my money. I paid to do shows. I paid for promo. Paid for Instagram shout-outs. I was gonna pay whoever was gonna, help the process. Yeah. So, I was real motivated. Like I was invested.
Yeah. I guess when would you think was the first breakthrough? Like not when you people around the world knew you or understood. Like when you was like, oh snap, people were like, oh that's Blueface.
Well, I had made probably like 5 songs before Deadlocs. And those were kind of experiments. Like I was trying auto-tune, trying rapping fast. I was trying rapping slow. Trying to rap it sideways, upside down. And Deadlocs just kind of caught, like, I was literally talking on it, but I was like, talking shit. So that's the one that really stuck them or, like, made it the farthest. So I'm like, all right, this is what they want to hear. I can do this. It's easy, As long as I write some good shit, it really don't matter how I'm spitting it. Yeah. You going to feel it. So then once I did that, I shot a video to it. Video was going nuts. Going, like, I'm doing numbers. This is my first ever video production I've ever put out in my life on YouTube. So I'm like, all right, I'm kicking up some dust. I'm making some noise. So after that, I started going to these high schools. I was getting it all off the ground. I was deciding which school to go to based off of Instagram. So basically what I was doing is once I shot the video to Deadlocs, I already put Thotiana out. I had another song called Deadlocs Part 2. And then I did a snippet to it. Well, they loved Deadlocs so much, they were begging me for a part 2. I was over Deadlocs. I'm like, all right, I'm already done with that song. I want to make another hit. Yeah. They like, nah, man, we need a part 2. We need a part 2. So I'm like, all right, y'all give me the 10,000 followers, I'll get you a part 2. So boom, they give me the 10K. In between the time while they get me there, I'm going to the schools. And I'm like, what school y'all, which school is really fucking with me? Or it didn't start off as a school at first. Actually, I was really just going to an area, park, mall, whatever was going to catch flame in the comments. Whatever you want me to go, comment below, I'm going to pull up. So this high school had one, Taquette's High School out in Hammond, California. I pulled up, and this literally was an experiment. This high school is probably about 2 hours away from where I live.
Yeah.
So I got to get there before school got out about 3 o'clock. I got to get there before 3 o'clock to come through with what I said I was gonna do. So, so I drove my car all the way up there, man, and that shit went viral. I hopped on the car, cut the music, and we went viral. Everybody was singing the song.
That's crazy.
Showed off a little star power. I'm on top of the car, orchestrating. They screaming, they yelling. Boom. I'm like, all right, that's a good experiment right there. That make me feel like I'm doing something if somebody's actually appreciating what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I did it again. Boom. What school did I go to? I went to high school. Where was that at? Palmdale.
So pretty much local schools around the area.
It was out in Palmdale, Lancaster area. So boom, I did it again. But this time it got better. I go to the mall. People want me to sign their phone cases. People want me to sign shit. Man, somebody asked me for an autograph. I ain't know what the hell I was finna write on it.
That's crazy.
On they shit.
Yeah.
But you feel me? I came up with it on the spot. I'm like, all right, boom. So I make my this how I figured out my autograph. So first autograph. Damn, this shit crazy. Like I'm getting the footage, cause that's the whole purpose I'm going for. I'm not going for to get no money. I'm not going to get nothing else but the viral footage.
Yeah.
So boom, I get the footage. All right, cool. Then I go to one more school in Compton, and then they was probably the most viral. Like they loud. There's a lot of black ratchet kids screaming. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
And they really fuck with the song, so they screaming every word. Perfect. I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm kind of done with this. Like, I did three times. All right, like I'm not making no money. Like let's get to the next thing. So the third time, boom, probably get to like literally 20,000 followers just off that.
That's crazy.
And then hell yeah. Then I had a dick pic that got licked.
Yeah.
And it was a bad dick pic, so it wasn't a good thing.
Yeah.
That got leaked. So I had to flip that.
Yeah.
I had made a song called "Put It in Her Face."
Yeah.
And the song cover, I put it in her face.
Yeah.
Well, that was the song cover. So boom, I got probably like 10,000 followers off that. Now I'm buzzing. I got like 30K. I'm like, all right, this shit is moving. Like, I'm building it. It's not like I just blew up off a song or a video.
Exactly.
My video working and I'm working at the same time.
Yeah.
So, boom, I keep doing that. People showing, then World Star started fucking with me. Thotiana was already out. Yeah. It wasn't like a song that I dropped and just boom. Like it's just now, you feel me, boom.
That's the crazy thing about it, because I first got, because of Deadlocs, but I saw that, I was like, oh, this shit, and I'm hearing it more and more and more. I feel like, because that's usually what happens. Like artists, they get a song and people start getting their followers, and all of a sudden they go back to that stuff they was dropping, and then I don't know, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, this song is kind of crazy.
Exactly.
And this was all when, like top early to mid 2018.
This was like that. Yep, I dropped Deadlocs January 4th, 2018. So this was probably like March.
That's so crazy.
Hell yeah. Like this time last year, literally. And then World Star hit me. They like, we want a video. So I shot Thotiana the next week.
Yeah.
All right. World Star want a video. I'm going to shoot this video as soon as I can get it.
Yeah.
Boom. Shot that video. I just added to the catalog. I'm on World Star now for free. I ain't paid nobody. They called me.
Yeah.
They wanted to do a distribution deal at first, but it wasn't really no money being talked about.
Exactly.
So I was like, I kept a good relationship to, get what I got out of the situation. Boom, they posted that. I'm getting up to 40K now. I'm like, damn, this shit, I'm moving. Like I'm passing people up. I'm doing shows now.
Yeah.
Now they paying me to do a show. I'm not paying nobody. So shit was like, shit was crazy.
I think the most interesting thing about your process is that in the age of streaming and all this, like you can put a song on SoundCloud or Spotify or such and such, and it goes viral. Yeah. You legit did it kind of like old school way. Like you started with like making music with your hometown, getting that to be behind you, and then just organically started getting bigger. And then and then what's even more fascinating is that it was through YouTube. It wasn't through social media essentially.
Really through SoundCloud. Shout out to SoundCloud, man.
Like it was happening, and you can see it. Like it was from the outside looking in. I remember specifically. I knew it was happening when it started. Like my boy told me in the summer, and I think Pitchfork did an article on Pitchfork did an article on you, and I was reading, and I was like, oh, this is this is about to be gone.
It's about to erupt.
And I think what's happening with you is that you were just polarizing. Like people, it was very like good and bad. It was paying attention.
Exactly. Well, that just made it more viral. Though,
Exactly.
You know, if just as many people like it, hate it, they gonna start. You know, they gonna start talking about it, arguing about it. They gonna get loud. The dog's gonna start barking.
Mm-hmm.
Now the police gonna be getting called.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that? That's just drawing more attention to whatever's going on inside the house.
Yeah.
So that's really what all I was doing. I was just trying to start the little, you know. So once people start going back and forth, oh, he this, he that, he not this, he is this, he's not that, he is that. Then it just, like, people don't know all them comments and shit on the World Star. Whether it's a good comment or a bad comment, it's all about the clicks.
Exactly.
It's all about the numbers.
Exactly.
So
I think who said it? I think was it Terrell Owens? There was like either it was a good or bad. They're still tuning in. Some shit like that.
All about the clicks, man.
What'd you grow up listening to?
I was in like the GU area, like 50, Lloyd Banks, Kane, shit like that. That was like my era. Like the little video game we had out of shit. I used to play that shit all the time.
Yeah. Because it's so interesting because when you listen to your music, it's like you get like remnants of E40 and Sugar Free. I think that's like the first easy comparison when people listen to it.
I fuck
You're
with
like,
E40 too.
It's like the flow. Because when I first heard E40, I was like, I have never heard anything like this before in my life.
Yeah.
Like the man, like the beat would be on the right, he'd be on the left, but it works.
Yeah.
And I think Sugar Free is the same type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But it was unorthodox, but it made sense. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's what's great about you.
Yeah.
How did you, I guess, find that that niche, or just not even that niche, just that comfortability where you can, I'm making music that sounds like me, but it's also, you know what I mean?
Shit, really, I was using really all brain power when I was writing my lyrics and shit. Like, for instance, I will write shit down. Like, people say maybe I've tried to fit too many words in the pockets, cut words out, but I feel like that's what makes it. Mm-hmm. Like, if I said mop the floor just to catch him slipping, that bar would have went unnoticed. It's the hide the wet sign that you just like, oh shit, he just said some shit. Like, mop the floor, hide the wet sign. Like, so really, I'd rather you be looking stupid at first and more or less listening or have to listen. I force you to listen to what I'm saying, because it's not going to sound like a good flow and a good beat and you just bob your head. That's not what I want. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. So I'd rather you have this stupid look on your face, like, what is he saying, than you just be listening to whatever the fuck I'm saying. I could be saying monkey, piss, ass, dog, and you just like, yeah, it sounds good with the beat. No, that's not what I want. I want you to actually listen instead of just hearing me. So basically, I think I'm a lyricist. People saying
100%.
Exactly,
100%.
right? Like, that's literally what all I'm making it off of.
Yeah. And I think it's cool because just like E40, like, your lingo, I think, is just like,
for sure.
Everything is just like, whoa, did he just fucking say that?
For sure.
Because sometimes you got to go in jeans just be like, oh shit, did this, like, what is he? Wow.
Yeah, I just be adding character, you know, shit that I'm into. I like Thotianas, I like freak bitches, shit like that. Like, it's really just be me.
Yeah, I think that resonates with you because you're 100% you.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's just like, that's it. Like, this
you
is me.
Gravitate to that, exactly. Yeah.
Was this something that you noticed that was missing in like general music and music in general, or just something that you just like, I cannot be anything else? Like.
Nah, honestly, I feel like I had the blueprint. Like, I was telling people I was gonna make it before I made it. I used to post on my story. I used to give away game on my story before I was even good enough to give away game. Like, I used to be like, you know, this shit starts with the believers. Then after the believers come the followers. And after followers come the fans. Literally in that order. So when you start, you got to get the people closer around you to believe in what you whatever sound you're making. Then once they got it, they gonna, you feel me, transfer it to some followers. They gonna be like, oh, look, they gonna listen to it. Next person is gonna go from ear to ear, car to car. Like, if it's that good though, you know, it has to be.
Has to be good.
Exactly, it has to be. You have to make somebody believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, once I had the followers, all these fans just start pouring in. Man, I do like 20,000 followers every day. Every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you was there any, like, I guess, I don't want to say doubt, but I guess it'd be like, damn, this shit didn't hit. Like, was there any like?
Nope, not at all. Like, for instance, my face tattoo. this was like kind of like a dedication type thing. Like I'm not gonna get a job. I'm gonna do music.
This is it.
Like yeah, like when I went to go get it, I took probably like 2 people with me the whole way. They're like, nah, why you doing that? Don't get that. I'm sitting in the chair. Don't get that. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, nah, fuck you. I know what I'm doing. Like, you know, people used to always tell me, you hard-headed, you don't listen, you selfish. And shit, it worked out. So I feel like me being so headstrong is just like, you can't tell me nothing.
And I feel like just talking to you just in a couple of minutes that's something I think that's in your blood. Like exactly. I'm all in. Yeah. Like it's no half one foot in, one foot out.
Exactly. Got to be a leader, alpha male. You know, you got to be able to. Even when the pack don't want to follow you, you still got to lead.
Yeah, like just trust. I see this happening. Trust the vision. Come follow.
Exactly. You got to be a leader when nobody want to follow you.
Yeah. How did the dance start?
The dance is like a West Coast thing. Mm-hmm. I'm not finna sit here and be like I made it up at home. Hell no. That dance been going around a long time. But I mean, the dance is really made for 2 people. Mm-hmm. But we turned it into a one-person dance. You know how you fake like you grinding with a girl? Mm-hmm. That's really what it is. Fake grinding. I don't know if you know the move where you shake to the side and you drop with the girl. Exactly. It's really that come from that move right there.
Nice.
But you're doing it without a girl, you know, so everybody done put their little season and spice on it, and that's the season and spice I put on it. I adopted the dance. I am the father of the dance. You feel me? That's like a kid being adopted and he get famous. You feel me? The biological parent can't come back and be like, that's my kid. Nah, hell no. I raised this kid. This is my kid now. You feel me? This is my dance now. I don't care what you got to say about it. You ain't do nothing with it when you was doing it. So why you want to claim it now?
Exactly. As the years continued and you're just getting bigger and bigger, by now Thotiana is gone.
Yeah.
That shit is a hit.
Yeah.
What is life for you during the process of, like, I guess, quote unquote blowing up?
Man, it's crazy watching people change. Cause you know this shit don't change you. It just changes people around you. Mm-hmm. So when I was this, they was over there. Now I'm this, and they want to be over here. So really, that's the only mind-blowing part, is watching how somebody's whole impression, whole demeanor, whole, you know, even females, like, you know, how they was like, in the beginning, they not fucking with you. Now it's like, oh, Blueface. So that's really the most impactful thing I've noticed. Like everybody really switch up and just jump on the ship.
Yeah.
But y'all wasn't fucking with me when there wasn't no ship, though. It was like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just like when Noah built the shit, man. You feel me? Ain't nobody want to believe this shit, man. Once the shit get cracking, now everybody want to get on the shit. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
How do you protect yourself? I guess what's one way that you protect yourself?
Keep 2 dicks, you know, so I can give 2 fuck.
I guess, and then always, I guess the interesting thing is who's going to be the cosign when you're a new artist. Like, who's going to spot it first? Who's one of the, I guess, the bigger names that hit you up and was like, hey, man, I see what you're doing, and you really doing your thing?
I mean, nobody really hit me up till everybody was hitting me up. So can't really give nobody that much credit. But I fucked with Quavo, Drake, Game, E40, French Montana. Who else I've been dealing with lately?
I think I read like Ice Cube and Kendrick hit you up. It was like
Ice Cube did like a little cosign thing on Genius. Kendrick, I really wouldn't count Kendrick because it was like some other dude was pretty much giving his take. So you know, that's not really like. How do you feel? I want to hear you.
I want to hear your thoughts.
I want to see your tweet. I don't want to see somebody else. I asked Kendrick, how do you feel about so-and-so? And he said, nah. So I don't even know if that's, so you know. But I mean, nothing against Kendrick. I fuck with his music. Fuck with Kendrick all the way. Shout out to Kendrick.
I'm assuming, I guess, when did you know YG for a minute?
Oh yeah, and YG too. Yep. Tapped in with me. Nah, I never knew YG until everybody knew me.
Yeah. How did the Thotiana remix come together?
I'd probably say Wack probably quarterbacked that. And like, you know, made sense. He a LA ratchet rapper. I'm a LA ratchet rapper. The song is LA and ratchet, so yeah. Fuck it. Let's go viral.
I guess now you haven't put out a complete full length project, have you? Correct.
I got one album out, Famous Crypn. Shout out to E1.
Yeah.
They put the bag behind it and really the ones pushing that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to E1.
I guess what are you working on now?
Right now, got some singles floating around. Probably drop another single just to keep their attention. And then after that, probably around summertime, we do an album and give them the whole, 16, 15 songs, whatever's on there.
That'd be interesting because I feel like, do you get nervous? I think the biggest thing I could think of is like when an artist is here and which you are. What here? If people listening, my hand is like above my head.
Get up there,
When you get to this level, or just like everyone knows your name, the hype is insane. You step in any major city and it's a sold out show. As a new artist, do you think, how am I going to maintain this? Or do you just be like, I take it day by day?
Man, I just be myself every day. I'm very creative and very artistic, so I could be doing, for instance, I could be in a strip club and I could just throw some money at somebody, or, just everyday life shit. I know what's viral. I know what somebody would be like, oh, that's funny, or oh, that's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that. So, nah, I ain't worried about maintaining at all. I think the way I live and the way I act is entertaining enough for you to want to keep watching and want to keep listening. Because, you don't know what song you're going to hear next. I fuck around sing, I fuck around talk major shit. Yeah. So, nah, I don't think it's a problem with maintaining at all.
Are you a person that like get inspired? I guess you're a person that get inspired with your life. And so how do you construct the records? Do you like get inspired at this moment, i.e. you in a shop and you just talking with your homie and something pops up? Like, I need to write this down real quick.
Hell yeah. A lot of my bars be like conversations, TV shows. Like if I hear something that I could put a twist on it, I for sure use it. But yeah, it really be conversation. Like my boys, none of my homies rap, so it'd be like, it's pure like for the taking. Like ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, he took my bar. He ain't doing none of that. So I do that purposely though. I don't want no rappers around me. Yeah. I like the network. Of course, you got a network, but just I'm saying immediate circle. Nobody I fuck with raps.
That's so interesting to me because usually it's the opposite. Usually just like one person makes you like, oh yeah, also my boy rap, or he just starts rapping. I guess why do you keep that? It's just like, yo.
Keep my head straight, man. I can't show you how to make $1 million until I make $1 million. I can't show you how to get on until I'm, on. And so shit, until I'm on, then I maybe take somebody under my wing and pull them up and show them something. But nobody did that for me. So yeah, that's really all it is. I be living based off how the energy that come to me. Like if somebody probably would have took me in sooner, then I'd probably be less of a hard ass like on everybody else. Like right now, I just be like, I ain't fucking really no rappers or nothing. Yeah. But I mean, there's a couple people I fuck with, but they not hot or nothing. Like they just regular. That was probably showing love early on. Like for instance, James Too Cold. I got a song with him that we just dropped on World Star. Nice. One of E40's artists. Yeah. Yeah, like he's hard as fuck. And he's been fucking with me like, before everybody else was. He was reposting, showing love. So I began to, gel with him. I was probably like one of the only people that like, that I was rocking with as a rapper early on, like, before anybody even knew who I was. Yeah. He was already tuned in. So shout out to James Too Cold.
Do you have like a checklist of like, yo, these are the things I want to do? Like, and
checklist?
Like for within this year, within the future, stuff like that, something you want to accomplish?
I'm starting to now. At first I didn't. First my checklist was just make hits, make good music, get your attention type shit, make you want to listen to me. But now I'm getting more like, I want to have a #1 song. I want to have probably the hottest video, most viewed video, shit like that. So now that I'm getting, got my feet wet, I'm starting to make more short-term goals as far as music-wise. Because I've always been making short-term goals. I feel like that's the best way. Before you get to the long-term goals, you got to, knock all these short-term goes down.
Outside of music, what's some of the stuff you want to do? Short-term stuff.
Outside of music,
It could be something like personal, whether it's
I'm on escrows right now to get this house. So that's probably short-term goal. Get settled in my house.
Nice.
What else I want to do? Probably want to go out the country. Want to do a tour like on a bus, and that's coming up. So yeah, all my short-term goals is already in effect.
Nice.
That's how I try to accomplish them.
Yeah, no, it's interesting you said a house. I think that's a very good short-term goal, just because I feel like, I don't know, I see rappers and that may not be the first one. They may be like, I'll probably get a house after I do a couple of things, do a couple of this and that.
I blew off enough money, I've already blown off enough money to, I got all those jitters out already. Now I'm ready to, settle down. What
was the first thing, when you got some money, what was the first thing you got?
Man, I went crazy. I got my first advancement. They gave me like 150. I see that in the bank. I'm going nuts, man. I'm buying all type of shit. I'm going to the mall damn near every other day. I'm in Gucci, Louis. Yeah. Just blowing it. Buying me shit. Buying my son. Buying my baby mama. Gave my baby's mother a couple dollars. Gave, everybody that pretty much helped me while I was in that time period of just getting started. I kind of gave back to them early on. And what else did I do with that shit? I got some change.
Nice.
Just pretty much spiced up my lifestyle.
Exactly. How's it like being a father?
It's lit, man. I appreciate it. I feel like that made me go harder. Because at first, I was working when my BM was pregnant. But after, maybe once my son got like 6 months or so, I was like, I was tired of working. So I'm like, man, fuck this. Because she was kind of complaining that I was at work all the time and we didn't spend time. Because when I would get off work, I would hop in the streets. Like, I was working full time, so it consumed like 5 days out of the week. Now, I'm 19, working a full-time job. So I'm like, I feel like I ain't had no time. I wasn't having fun. So once I was in the position, I started being a stay-at-home dad. And once I was doing that, I could focus more on, writing and listening to beats and, thinking of ideas to market myself and shit like that. So I definitely think that made a lot of the process
This is like
faster.
This is like a super far in ahead question, but would you want your son to rap?
I wouldn't mind, but I probably put him in sports before then, because I feel like sports teach you a lot about life in general. Like, if I didn't play quarterback or do this shit before this, I don't even think I'd be able to maintain like the pressure. Like, everybody watching you and shit.
Yes. Sports is definitely a good molder of men.
Hell yeah.
I would say, would you put in football or would you do another sport? Baseball, tennis.
I'll try football because that's my thing. But, if he not, like, into it, then we can experiment. Yeah. But, you got to play something. Whether it's him by himself on the team or a team sport, whatever. Yeah. You got to play something. Got to learn some work ethic.
This is my fault, and I felt like, maybe I was reading it. You was quarterback.
Yeah.
That's interesting because a quarterback is something. Man, quarterback is something different. Like I played.
Start the whole shit.
Like that's like the pressure, the amount of thinking behind it. I think that's like one of the toughest positions, if not the toughest position in sports.
And it makes this so much easier.
Yeah, I'm about to say how they had such this playing a quarterback, especially when you took it over to the next level at JUCO. How did what you learned through that help you in just like leading?
I was good. I went to Fayetteville State, North Carolina on a scholarship fresh out of high school. So I knew I was good, and I knew I could have taken it as far as I wanted to take it. But
how did it help you in music? 'Cause I feel like being a quarterback, it probably got your mind right.
I used to be shy. I used to be real shy when I was young. Like, when your mama used to make you dance in front of the family and shit, I used to be like, no, I don't want to do that. She had to pay me to dance with the family and shit. So I used to be real shy, like extra anti, but like football, like kind of made me a little bit more confident, a little bit more cockier, As time went on, I got better and better. People start, praising me a little bit more and more. So it just made me more sure of myself, kind of more like, you know, like I'm a leader.
Yeah, you're the captain.
You know? Exactly.
Nice.
But I mean, I was kind of a quiet quarterback though. Everybody used to tell like want me to talk more like during specific times. I wasn't that type though. I wasn't like you know, kind of motivator. I was more of a self motivator.
If you were to say, what was your game like if you were going to compare it to an NFL guy? Was it
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Yeah, that was my guy right there.
Nice. Outside of music, I guess sports too. Like, what's some of the things that interest you? Like, what's some of your things, your hobbies? It could be something weird, like anything. Like,
I like dots. You know, little. That's really all I really do. Cause you know, it seemed like now that I'm rapping and it's getting serious, it seems like that's all anybody want to talk about.
What?
Anybody, friends, family.
The
woman? That's why I like them, because you feel me? They just want to, you know, I don't know if they here for the right reasons, but they don't want to talk about music all day. Everybody want to meddle in your business. Oh, I got this person, he want to pay for this. Oh, I got this, they want to pay for this. And like, bro, I don't come to your business like, you know, your place of business like, yo, I got this guy, he want to pay you $5,000 to do whatever. That's probably the thing that I hate the most, like people trying to bring me business. Like, I'm already, you know, I don't need none of that. Like, just be my friend. If you my friend, just be
100%.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part of it all. Like, everybody just want to talk about rap.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking about rap.
Yeah, because honestly, me too.
Yeah, like, I mean, we do this here enough. Like, you know, I'm saying the outside world, like my free time.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking rap, bro.
Like, how's your life? Like, what's your day to day? Like, what's interesting you? Like, what TV show you watch?
I don't go out in public much no more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it got me hectic.
Yeah. I stopped doing that. I'll just be at home watching YouTube videos, smoking, chilling with a bitch or something. Either with my son or baby mama, stuff with the family, stuff like that. I don't really go out like that unless I'm like paid to go out, or it's like, you know, because I turn up enough.
Yeah.
I turn up enough, you know, for the. So when I get home, I'll be like, let me chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we do this every weekend.
What's your favorite show? Favorite TV show?
I don't even watch TV.
I
literally
movies.
just watch YouTube music videos.
What do you watch on YouTube? Just
World
like
Star videos.
World Star videos.
New music, old music. I be learning a lot about, like, you know, new artists, shit like that. You know, there's a lot of artists that got like one hot ass video that'll. So I be seeing a lot of those. You know, hoping they follow up, hoping they keep their shit going. Yeah. So I want to see everybody win.
YouTube, man, like, it's really interesting, that world, but because like it's just you can find anything. It's just like anything you can legit learn anything.
Legal, illegal stuff. Anything, man.
Like, you want to crack a phone, you can find it on YouTube. You want to learn how to cook something, you can find it on YouTube. You want to
blow up a building, they're going to teach you how to do it right
Dead ass. There's a video for it. Like, and they get it in code, like, hey, this is how you make homemade explosives.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, hell yeah. I be on YouTube, that shit. YouTube is my TV.
Nice. And I guess the final question is, as you on this crazy rise right now, what would you tell, I guess, a younger artist who was you a year ago from now, and like in January? What would you tell that artist?
Probably tell them that it starts with the believers, then come the followers, then come the fans. So before you start trying to do all this extra out, mixtapes, albums, you ain't got no fan base for nobody to go through 10 songs. So you kind of wasting your songs, you know? I would just tell them, like, drop hot singles and market those singles. Don't drop no album. Don't drop no music video to a song that's not popping, because, you know, you're wasting your time at the end of the day. You know, you want to invest your time in something that's kind of spark. Like, you know, you don't want to waste your time trying to make a fire if you got, you know, you got a lighter or you got some sticks. It's like that, you know. Which one you want to make the fire with?
I fuck with that.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, you want to use the lighter and make a quick fire, or you want to play with these sticks all day and waste your time.
Nice.
So you feel me? Get that lighter, make a hit, make some fire.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's today's episode of Mic Line, and thanks for tuning in. You can listen to more episodes of Mike Line and keep up with everything Hypebeast Radio at hypebeast.com/radio. Subscribe to Mike Line on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Overcast, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts on. Feel free to reach out to me on Twitter at ECM_LP and follow Hypebeast Music for more original content and music news. Let us know who you like to have on the show, and thank you for listening to Mike Line.